Hello students, I welcome you all to the first lecture in Antenna and Microwave Engineering subject. This will introduce you to antenna concepts, types of antennas, operation of different antennas, and introduction to microwave engineering, different microwave components, and the designing of microwave circuits. In today's lecture, we will discuss on antenna basic and few types of antenna and where they find its applications. So now we'll see the basic concept of antenna and we'll find what antenna is. So antennas are indispensable part of any wireless communication systems. So basically antenna is a conductor. In today's scenario, although antenna as a device is not a new to common to man, but understanding the background concept involved in working of this device will certainly help in designing new versatile antennas in order to meet the stringent requirement of wireless communication engineers. In any wireless communication system, after a radio frequency signal has been generated in a transmitter, some means must be used to radiate the signal through space to the receiver. The device that does this job is the antenna. The transmitter signal energy is sent into space by transmitting antenna. The RF signal is then picked up from space by the receiving antenna. The RF energy is transmitted in the space in the form of electromagnetic field. As the traveling electromagnetic field arrives at the receiving antenna, a voltage is induced into the antenna, which is basically a conductor. The RF voltage induced into the receiving antenna are then passed into the receiver and converted back into the transmitted RF information. So basically we have a transmitting unit and we have a receiving unit. In the transmitting unit, the energy is being generated, the signal is being generated, and that signal is transmitted in a wireless medium. That signal has been picked up from the receiving unit, which is another antenna, and that signal is decoded or it has been retrieved back to the RF energy which was generated at the transmitter end. So antenna can be thought as a transducer that converts radio waves into electrical currents and voltages and vice versa. More specifically, these devices are designed to radiate or receive electromagnetic energy efficiently in a prescribed manner. So with this introduction, we'll move on to the different types of antennas. We'll see what are the different types of antennas available and where they find its application. We'll be discussing now. So these are the different types of antennas: wire antenna, aperture antenna, reflector, lens, microstrip antennas, array antennas, and smart antennas. We'll see one by one. So first one is a wire antenna. So I have used the real-time wire antenna here. So this is a dipole antenna. So wire antenna, we have many types again: dipole, monopole, loop, and helix. So here we can see a wire sort of thing. As I mentioned earlier, antenna is nothing but a conductor. Even wire is a conductor. So what we have here is just a conductor. The measure of this matters. So for a dipole, the measurement of the wavelength is different. For the monopole, it is different. So here this is in dipole antenna. This is the antenna here, and these are all the connectors and the unit that has been connected to the source. All this are here. So this one is your loop antenna. You can see this is a wire which is in a form of loop. So this is a loop antenna. So usually this loop antenna or monopole antenna, dipole antenna, these are all used in personal applications: automobiles, buildings, ships, aircrafts, and spacecraft. I believe everyone would have seen this helix antenna as well. It is in the form of spiral. You can see it in the car, in the radios that we used earlier. There we can see this type of antenna. So next one is aperture antenna. So aperture antenna is something which is having an opening, okay, the flare end. So that's an aperture antenna. One basic example of an aperture antenna is an horn antenna. You can see the unit here. So this is your radio telescope. Okay, so radio telescope is basically a unit which is receiving all the radio signals. Okay, we can see the shape of this antenna. It is in the form of horn. So this is one of the example of horn antenna, and any of the waveguide openings which is having a sort of thing, that's called as an aperture antenna. So this is being again used in aircraft, spacecrafts, and in military uses in missiles as well. So the next one is reflector antenna. So this type of antenna I hope everyone would have seen, even the dish antennas that we use at our homes. Okay, that's again a reflector antenna. This finds a very useful application because it is having a very high gain. Usually it is used for radio astronomy, microwave communication, satellite tracking, that. Next is a microstrip antenna. So here we can see the picture of two clothings here. So we have a patch which has been embroidered on this textile materials. So this is a microstrip patch, and this is a raw product of your microstrip which is used for simulation here. So this patch can be in a form of rectangular or circular or any shape for that matter. Even in a logo we can have a antenna, a patch like this. Okay, so this is again being used in aircraft, spacecraft, satellite, missiles, etc. Next is your array antenna. Array antenna is a combination of single antenna units. Okay, so here is an Yagi-Uda antenna, microstrip, aperture, slotted, and waveguide. Yagi-Uda antenna, most of the 80s kids and 19s kids would have seen this Yagi-Uda antenna. You will be having a 3 conductor back to back. So one will be the director, the other one will be the reflector, and the other one will be your a signal, which the conductor which is going to receive the signal. So that's an Yagi-Uda antenna. Next one is your microstrip antenna, which we have already seen. So the combination of microstrip antennas arranged, 2 or more microstrip antennas arranged to form an array. Okay, so that's what is called as an array antenna. This type of antennas everybody would have seen. In most of the cell phone towers, we'll be seeing this type of antenna. So these are all array antennas. Again, it has a very good application because of the high gain, because it's giving high gain, and also it has an advantage of to control the radiation pattern. Okay. Then the last one, or the very vital one, which is in the research topic again, it's nothing but your smart antenna. Smart antennas are, by the name it implies the antennas are going to be smart. See, whereas in an Yagi-Uda antenna, if you are designing an antenna for some specific frequency, we cannot change the frequency range. If you wanted to receive any signal with a different frequency range, it's not going to happen. Okay, so when you talk about smart antenna, these antennas are reconfigurable. You can change the parameters of these antennas. Like you can vary the frequency range, you can vary the gain, you can vary the radiation pattern. So that can be done with different algorithms. We have a fractal algorithm, we have LMS algorithm. There are a lot of algorithms for designing a smart antenna. So as we define the smart antenna, it goes like this. Smart antennas are antenna array with smart signal processing algorithms used to identify spatial signal signatures, such as the direction of arrival of the signal, and use them to calculate beamforming vectors, which are used to track and locate the antenna beam on the mobile or the target. So this is your smart antenna. Next one is the types of smart antenna. There are various types again: phased array, adaptive array, single input, single output, multiple input, single output, multiple input, multiple output. So these are all different types of smart antennas. So today we'll end the lecture with this, and the next lecture we'll be discussing upon different parameters of antennas, and we'll also solve few problems using that. Okay, thank you and have a good day.